of Texas versus Latasha Murchison. That's you, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Present with Mr. Grove, your attorney and the state's attorney. Earlier, you pleaded guilty to this indictment, which charges you with the second-degree felony of robbery. The pre-sentence report has been prepared. Have the parties had an opportunity to review it? Are there any corrections or changes to it?
We have in the none, Judge.
We reviewed it, Judge, and I reviewed it a couple of times at least with Ms. Murchison or more, and we do not have any changes to make.
It's made a part of the record for all purposes. The agreement is whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 4 years in prison. We are looking at no less than 2 nor more than 4 years confinement in prison. She could be placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation for up to 10 years. She could be sentenced up to 4 years in prison. That could be suspended and she could be placed on regular probation for up to 10 years. I believe those are all the options, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Judge basically just pointed out a few things. I think the defendant's version was about as succinct as anyone that I've ever seen. She admitted that she did this. She admitted slamming the person keeping her from leaving the store with the stolen items, which the $13.75 worth of items had not been recovered. She was allowed to leave and later was arrested. She has had some prior convictions and been charged. Basically, her prior convictions, though, Judge, with the exception of one that is pending a motion to revoke probation in Harris County, were from 2004, 2005, which is almost 20 years ago. She realizes that this is bad. She shouldn't do it, but at least she had not done much for quite a while. She also has received her GED while she was in custody and has received some other additional education as a certified nursing assistant. I think the main thing, though, Judge, is that she has realized that she can't keep doing this. She is getting older, and this lifestyle will not work.
It's only been a lifestyle for 25 years.
Well, yes, sir. But after a while, you realize that you're getting too old, even though she's not our age. She is. She has realized this. She also accepts responsibility for this, which is one thing, as the court knows, a lot of people don't do it, even if they've been convicted several times with these things. But I would recommend that the court consider giving her probation on this matter. In addition, there is some restitution, although it is a small amount. I'm not going to dispute that. $13.75. But that could be paid as a result of her being placed on probation, either deferred or give her a regular conviction. And I know that she would like to address the court at the appropriate time.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you have to say?
I was talking to my lawyer about it to see if I could get time served since I've been locked up for 6 months. See if it was possible.
It's you're looking at no less than 2.
No less than 2. Okay. Probation is fine. I can do my probation.
Well, that's good, except I don't like what happened here. You've been on probation before and failed.
Well, I was on probation. I completed it, but I still owe the money. So they.
Sir, ma'am, this says in the pre-sentence report, which is admitted into the record here without objection, you were placed on probation for 3 years. in 2006 on 2 cases out of Harris County, Tarrant County. Those cases were revoked in 2010, and you were sentenced to confinement, and those were convictions. So you failed on probations before. Then you got a pending motion to revoke probation out of Harris County for manufacture delivery of controlled substance. If that's not enough,
Yeah.
here, the facts of this case, I don't like them at all. You were stealing at the Dollar Tree, stealing from the Dollar Tree. Nobody appreciates that, who
Yes, sir.
pays for your mess, because prices go up because of the loss, because of people like you who steal. But you were stopped by the manager and employee. You, when confronted, instead of making the right decision ultimately, you decided to assault the clerk and then take off, fled, and then later you were stopped by the police a few weeks later and you lied about who you were.
Well,
The true identity was later found to be you in a photo lineup. They had to, so you handled this completely and totally wrong. And you've been through this system before. You're on probation. You had probation revoked. You know the way it works, but yet you want to continue to make a mess here. But nobody appreciates stealing because that costs us all. And then certainly the people who are managing the business and taking care of the security of the place for other people to shop, you assault them. And then quite naturally, when you are stopped by the police, you lie.
Judge,
Is there anything else you could have done wrong? No. Every opportunity that was given to you to do something correctly, you failed on.
With my probation. in-
Judge,
What'd you just say?
I said, with my probation in Houston, I have my MTRP because I got shot in my chest. I didn't was able to complete that.
That's okay. I'm talking about this case.
Oh, yes, sir.
Judge, let me correct one thing the court said. When she left, they got a license plate number on a car and a description of the car. The Beaumont police stopped that car, and it was not Miss Murchison that was driving, it was her sister. They asked her sister, they went and talked to her and said, you know, were you at this place? And she said, no, I wasn't. My sister was driving my car. And then at that time, that's when they found out it was Miss Murchison. The police got a photo lineup, and she was identified, but she was not driving her sister's car and lied to the police. Although that could be logical from reading this.
Have you read the probable cause affidavit? I know you did.
Yes, sir.
Well, so it's wrong, is what you're saying. It says, look, during the investigation, the suspect vehicle had been stopped by police a few weeks ago. After the stop, it was learned that the driver, black female, gave a false identification. Here's the key. The true identity of the driver was later found to be Latasha Murchison, and a photo lineup containing her image was compiled. The photo lineup was shown to the store manager, who identified Murchison as the person who assaulted her and stole. So the true identity of the driver was later found to be Latasha Murchison. I mean, what could that mean?
I believe that's a misstatement of the evidence.
Y'all need to point that out to
I did
me,
get stopped and used my sister.
because I'm relying on this
Okay, well,
this information in the file.
I used my sister. I did get stopped and used my sister name on a traffic stop.
You did what?
I did get stopped and used my sister name on a traffic stop. Because I talked to the detective called and had asked me.
Why would you lie?
Asked me, was it?
I mean, why do you lie to the police?
I didn't want to go to jail.
Well, there's a way to avoid that. Don't commit a crime.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's real simple.
Yes, sir.
This isn't rocket science. All right. Anything else?
Judge, you pretty much highlighted everything that I was planning on doing. And the only other thing I would definitely argue for the 4 years, Judge. I don't think this lady is a candidate for probation. The fact that she is currently on probation out of Harris County, which dates from a time frame in 2019 for the offense, and has 4 pending charges out of Dallas County along a similar matter that hasn't been resolved, indicates that it's not the break of time that defense suggests that she hasn't been in trouble.
Okay.
She's got a criminal history that's long enough that results in a 4-year sentence, in my opinion.
Probation.
You hadn't had a good track record of it in the past.
Yes, sir, that's all. The last time when I was on probation in Houston, I got shot. My daughter got caught in some human trafficking, so with these guys, and I went to get her back, I got shot. That's the only reason why, but I kept.
And that has what to do with stealing here at the dollar store?
No, I'm just saying, for me to be able to get probation, like I'll be able to complete my probation. If you just give me a chance.
Anything else? If not, then on the fine name, you have pleaded guilty to the 2nd-degree felony voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted at the plea hearing to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. I so find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this offense, and I am sentencing you to, I'm following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 4 years. What was the loss in this case?
$13.76.
$13.76. And restitution shall be owed and part of the judgment in the amount of $13.76 to 75 cents, $13.75 to the Dollar Tree, 134 Gateway Drive, Beaumont, Texas. You understand what has happened today?
Yes.
Well, that's what happens when you commit crimes. That is all. Thank you. David, I think you're beefing.
I think it is too, Judge, and I'll tell you what it is. It is a blood, or rather it's
There's something you need
it's
to
an
attend
insulin
to?
pump that I started using last week, and I can't get it off. I can't get that to quit doing it.
All
Let me
right.
try one more thing. But I think that is, yeah, see, obviously that's what it is. It's not some of the court's equipment.
Well, I mean, is there anything you need to take care of medically here?
No, sir.
Okay.